a great thing I thought about sharing with you that I use all the time is how to make a tincture. Now, there are different types of tinctures. There are ones with glycerin, there are ones with alcohol, and there are ones with even apple cider vinegar. But I personally prefer the vodka version with my tinctures because water, like teas, pull out only water soluble benefits, right? And then you have alcohol, which pulls out every single benefit. So you're getting way more out of it, which is why teas help for certain things, but tinctures are even way more powerful and you need way little. So what I do regularly, this is my our thing during the cold kind of time. This is oregano, and I make an oregano tincture, and it takes 6 to 8 weeks to extract everything out of it with the vodka. Okay, and I know a concern is, oh no, now I'm going to be drinking vodka, and I'm going to be giving it to my family and my kids, and you're not. The alcohol actually dissipates, and what you're left with is a neutral tasting tincture that, well, isn't quite neutral, but it tastes like oregano. And oregano is stronger than penicillin. It is a very strong herb, and it fights a ton of stuff. It will shorten your colds. This is actually what I make, and then put it into my salves. So this is a tincture done with alcohol, and if you're making a salve, you would do it with oil, an olive oil, a cold pressed olive oil. Okay, so this is a flavorless vodka, and it needs to be a pretty good, this is 40%, so that is perfect. Okay, so all you have to do to make this work is you fill a jar, a glass jar, don't do plastic, about halfway to 1/3 of the way with your fresh whatever plant you want. This is oregano, which I'm doing because I need a refill, and it's just number one that everyone should have in their house, okay? So this is the tincture that we're going to be taking by mouth. So you fill that up. Then what you're going to do is you're going to cover it with your vodka. And you're going to cover it all the way up to the edge, but not up to the lid, okay? And I already had started, so I thought, wait a second, I need to make a video so that I can show you the process, okay? So you're going to fill it up, and then what you're going to do is you're going to keep this in a very dark place, no sun, for 6 to 8 weeks. So my simple thing of doing it is to reuse the lids for different things, is I will actually write it with a dry erase marker on top with the date that I made it, the date that it ends, and what it is. So I'll write oregano, and I'll write that it was in a vodka base, and then I will cover it. So one other extra thing I will do is actually put parchment paper in between, so that way the metal is not going to corrode, remember? And that way you'll be able to shake it. So the first couple days, you'll want to shake it to make sure that everything's kind of mixed. And after that, you could just set it and leave it. And then the wax paper will protect the metal from your lid from ever touching, so you're not going to get a corrosive thing and mess up the entire thing. And you can do this with plenty of other herbs. This is just one I think is a great base that everyone should have in their house. And then what we do is we put it in little tincture bottles that are dark colored so that the sun does not damage them. And this will keep, because it's a vodka base, it will keep for over a year. So it's great. And trust me, you'll use it way more than that because you'll be using it every day in your water. And we use metal water bottles, or glass is fine too, but do not do it in plastic because you don't want it to actually pull out the stuff out of the plastic that you're eating. So I have a metal water bottle. My kids have metal water bottles, and you'll take a tincture and you'll squirt it in your water, and you'll be getting a natural antibiotic that does not mess with your gut flora. It will not kill the good gut biome you have going. It will only kill negative, bacteria that you don't want in your gut. So this is just a simple video on it. I can make plenty more with different ones and even teach you how I make my salves. But the salves are fantastic also because I've gotten rid of conjunctivitis, infections in the eye, impetigo on my skin, So if you don't need a doctor's visit, try to prevent one with your own medical remedies that have been around a very long time and are proven to work. So there you go. It's beautiful, it smells amazing, and you're getting those benefits with just cooking, but why not make a potent recipe that you can treat strep with, treat any kind of cold virus you have going on in your house. Welcome and come back to my channel for more tidbits on being a beginning urban homesteader.